Well, as you guys could tell, had to hop out early in the morning here and grab some copper line and some compression fittings to replace this line that just snapped in half. You can see somebody butchered that pretty good. I believe that person that butchered it was me, because this is hard copper. It's not necessary to have that hard copper. This will handle the pressures. But my air compressor, this is the main line going into my tank. Walked into the shop and the compressor was running and all the air was just blowing right out of the tip. So I'm going to get back to the shop, make a new line, and see if it can't get off and running again. See you in a bit. Beautiful day today, absolutely gorgeous. On my way home, was coming through town to go to the hardware store, and I got the roads all tore up and everything, so we're going to head right on down the road and hit the bypass so we can stay out of all the crap construction. But anyway, just a gorgeous day. Glad I got up, got out, got a nice early start to it. We'll see y'all back in the shop. Hey gang, just about home, getting ready to fix the air compressor, and I just wanted to show you guys something. That white line right there, it's a quick little gripe that I've got, and that's people that go way past that line, especially if they're turning left. It makes it really difficult for you to achieve your turn without clipping them. So I kind of have a little bit of an attitude when I do things like that. Here comes a semi, driving by nice and quiet too. And I'll let this guy get past, get him my lights so he knows it's okay to come back over. Let's see if he comes in. Here he comes. Let's see if he thanks me by flashing his lights here. Flash, flash. No flash, flash. That's alright. Anyway, yeah, just a little bit of a gripe. People that go past the white lines and don't stop where they're supposed to. Those lines are there for a reason, and I always come as close to the vehicles as I can. I know it's not real safe. They can still roll forward on me, but it would definitely be their fault. But I kind of instigate a little bit by getting close to them, letting them know, hey, you know, you guys are 10, 15, 20 feet away from your stop line there, and you're making it difficult for people making left-hand turns or what have you. So, but anyway, just a little quick gripe. Catch you guys back at the shop. Yes, my steering wheel is off of my old beloved S10 Scully, and it rubs a little bit right here when I turn. But I had to keep a piece of that truck, so I took that S10 wheel off, put it in here in old blue. So anyway, we're back at the shop. Time to get busy getting that air compressor fixed so I can get on with the rest of the day. I wanted to show you guys, I broke my back glass once backing into a sign that shouldn't have been a rigid sign to begin with, and then I got a replacement glass and it had a couple dents in it, so I straightened the dents out and I was on the last dent and broke that glass. So I got lucky and found this one with the handles, and it was new old stock at a dealer that had closed down. New shocks, new everything, new frame, the whole nine. Anyway, paid a whopping 20 bucks for that glass and all that framing. So anyway, we're going to get stuff out of here, get in the shop, get our line bent, and get things taken care of as far as the air compressor goes. We'll see you guys in there. I'll show you guys real quick. Got my propane tank here and my air compressor, and as you can see, my output line here, and input line here. That's where everything broke right there. So got some new lines, some new fittings. I'll get that put back on, then I won't have to use my noisy air compressor anymore. So we'll get back at this as soon as I get the line made and get it hooked up. But I do have the backup air compressor here that I can flip on and charge the system. So this one goes up to 150 psi, and this one's set at about 110. But anyway, we'll get her done. Show you here in just a few later. Not a lot of people know, this right here is on most. Let me grab another one here for a second. Hang on. Hi guys. Show you here. I'm kind of pipe cutting shy. They all, except for this little one right here, have reamers on them. And those reamers are for just what it sounds like. It's for reaming the end of your pipe out after you get them cut. Sorry, that wasn't in the picture. Have to get them cut to get the burrs out. So got that taken care of. Now we're going to get the ends on it, get this thing bent and fitted to the air compressor. Be back. Hey gang, thought I'd just shed a little light on the subject with a light. Got the line bent. I'm going to show you guys a little tip or trick to bend this copper line and not have it collapse on you as you're bending it. So I'm going to get this thing thrown on, then I've got some other copper over here, a little bit of extra. I will show you that little trick here in just a minute. So hang on. Now you guys can't see me tightening that bottom one there, but that's what we're doing, getting that on, and we'll kick the compressor on and see how she acts. Spray a little bit of bubbly substance on the fittings, make sure we don't have any leaks. So we'll get back to it here in a second when we kick her on. Okay, compressor's going to be a little bit noisy, but let's see if we've got things taken care of here. Plugging her in. 1, 2, 3, go. Get my bubbly stuff. No new bubbles there. Oops. I sprayed that stuff on the belt and it caused it to stop. But we have no bubbles forming. There's bubbles from the solution, but no bubbles forming. So there's that fix. Let me dry that belt off so this thing can finish pumping up. Be back to show you that trick. Oh, I had to shut the radio off on one of my favorite songs. Phil Collins. But anyway, I got all kinds of pipe benders. Got this nice big massive one that's got this little ratcheting deal on it that allows me to easily bend pipes. Then I have this old tried and trusty electrician's bender, and it's kind of neat. It's got bubble levels for 45 and 90 degree bends. And I've got this little one. Works real good on brake lines, anywhere from 1/4 inch to 3/8. But I'm bending 1/2 inch. So although I can kind of bend this with the 1/2 inch, it leaves a hard crimp line on it. So how would you bend something like that and make sure that you're not collapsing it at the same time? Well, it's as simple as a piece of hardwood with a hole drilled in it. You drill that hole, run it in. It can be a little bit looser. It's a 1/2 inch line and 1/2 inch hole. You can go one step up if you want to, so it slides in and out easier. But then you get this part as deep as you need it to go, and then just start. I'll do it this way. Let me go and put it in a little bit more. Hang on. Okay, so you can move it in as far as you want to move it in. Then you take and just slowly down here, just start bending little by little. Pull it out a little bit, bend it a little more. Pull it out a little, bend it a little more. You keep doing that, and I don't want to screw this copper line up, so that's all the bending I'm going to do. But as you can see, there's no collapse. It doesn't collapse anything. You just walk that piece of wood on out, and you can make as tight a curve or as thin a curve as you need, and you're not going to collapse your pipe just by using a block of wood. Soft copper tubing. So that's the little tip on getting the stuff bent. Air compressor's holding, no leaks. The old line is just a lesson in how not to bend a copper line. But there you have it. This is Zippo. That's the beginning of my day. We'll see what else I get into as the day progresses. Later on! There's a helicopter coming. Sounds like a Huey. I'm out. Zippo. Okay, so I was almost finished. You can take your block of wood if you want to, if you have a bench vise. Stick that piece of wood in the bench vise, like so. And then run your line in and just bend it and pull it out as you need to get your bend, as long as the vise doesn't impede that. But it's another way to hang on to the block while you're actually bending the soft copper tubing. Later!